Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to some more War now. To some more Red Dragons Armored. Hold on, is that the exact same player we played against last time when they played Airborne? Let me check real quick. Is that the thing that says you better buy AA? Hold on. There, so that seems to be, yeah, that seems to be the same player. Well, at least same nickname. Still, we're playing the same deck, which means we get plenty of Igla buses. Now, where would helicopters be the strongest? Probably here, because in order to get to Boris, I have to cross an open area. This isn't too bad because we have cover left and right of, like, you know, the town here. So I think we want most of the Igla buses in this part. Is it also easier to defend, I think, than the forward to push in feeder, because again, a lot of open area, not a lot of, especially here, not a lot of places to put my Igla buses in order to snipe the helicopters, whereas here I have like a deepish forest, and it allows me to push Anna in a better avenue. Alright. Now, assuming you're playing against Airborne again, we're at least Red Airborne, we're at least playing against Red 4 again, because we're playing Red ourselves and have the blue team color. Well, for mid, I will get 2 squads of you in case there's like a lot of VDV, because, you know, Red Airborne does get BTRDs, so once again, there was mech grinding kind of playstyle that is certainly possible with that deck. This is all for mid, 4,000 chunks. It's quite a lot. Also get an MI2, even if it's gonna get killed, it's still worth it in my eyes. Already ready, that player. For the left, get 2 more here, all coming from this side. Tank-wise, T62Ds may be a good idea with 10 armor. It does survive a Kokon, so does Type 59 though. Chonmaho 4 might not be too bad, actually, with the Strillas. Gives us even more power. CTSs, I think I wanna not use because of their very low armor, so rocket bots are really gonna mulch them. They also have bad side armor, so actually I am gonna buy 2 of these. Also, just in case we're not playing against Airborne, right? It's like a insurance, if you will. We do start with the mortar. And honestly, just get more guys. Now, there will be some infantry dropping down there, in which case, actually, I don't think I want John Mouse. I think I will want some better fire support, in which case, I'm actually gonna go for the Type 59s because they have decent RPM compared to the T62Ds. And I will not get these things. I will get 2 of you. Hopefully place in a town. And just 1 more. Alright. Good luck and fun! You go in here. You in there. Just gonna give them rough orders for the time being. You in there. CDQs. Place you here. You have an 80 gem, so place it there and here. Here. You also have 80 gem. And place you here. You I want here. You I want here. Okay, you honestly try to drive in there. You actually go here first. Mortar, you can go further forward. Yes, the Heinz, I don't count. Those actually don't even carry significant AG gems. M125s, check once, presumably like a Perota. Actually forgot. Could I guess also be upwetted Specialny Jednotki? MiG-21. Oh shit, I'm spotted, huh? But you're dead. Spotted by what I presume is a MI-24K. I have like no recon here. All this shit is panic though, and I didn't really lose anything, so there's that. Come on! Ah, disappointing.
명령 받겠습니다.
You're not supposed to be there.
위병 수업 3보 이상 승차라고 들어봤어?
It's the MiG 24K.
各单位待命，警戒周边区域。택시 타고 싶으신 분?
That's a lot of helicopters.
택시 타고 싶으신 분?
See if we can actually defeat you.
개체 주고.
So many helicopters. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of stuff. You go back to the pub and rearm. Okay, of course, quite a setback, but look at how many helicopters were bought. Weren't there supposed to be some gods in there? We gave the wrong order. Feeling outside, okay. So many MS-17s, dude. Kill that Scratchet, thank you. Just bomb them. I get some of you. The Detroit, that's not good. You should also get some base defense. Oh, many helos. Should have one Iglane there as well. I didn't want you to shoot at the planes there. Those are like a perota. Oh, you actually survived? I thought I killed you, but I guess I only lost line of sight. Get some supply trucks in there. How are we gonna get the town back? Let's get some of you, I guess. That's to say, so I've ripped my bomber. I did drop the bombs, that's cool, I guess. It's because they also have stealth, so that's gonna enhance their survivability. You actually have the same range as like a Perota, so that's annoying. I can't really use them as fire support to push on the left. I always hope there's no gems in that crash. It's hopefully just VDV. Go back to the fob and rearm. You actually have that much range? I really underestimated how far the 875 meters are. Okay, I'm thinking of getting ASF, but what, just do that. Let's see what we can do here.
坚决完成任务。
Maybe we can drive into the town from the side. Oh, you know what? Let's get some recursive rifles that can shoot at infantry. Would help deal with them.
然而何不在无高？지시를 기다리는 중입니다.
Maybe I can win this 2v1. Oh my god, so many like about that, dude.
我已进入战区，准备接敌。
Nice. Oh, you didn't finish it off? J8, yes, that was me clapping, by the way.
갈것 필요해?
Alternatively, if you prefer, you can also think of me slapping my dick on the tip. I'm joking, I'm joking.
좋은
Let's get a hind here. We can actually protect our stuff pretty well against helo hunters.
필요해? 이런 쌍. 무슨 일입니까? 전원 전투 준비.
You outrange this. Let's crash it. Very annoying.
后勤部队听命令. 말씀만 하십시오.
Oh, they surely carry ATGMs. Okay, that's gonna be annoying.
准备就绪.
Oh, they're that thing again.
收到，准备出击.
Probably scared off now, right? Or maybe not. Double tap. Nice.
目标判明，准备攻击. 栋梁，收到，请回话.
Nice.
各单位待命，警戒周边区域.
Don't get in there. Oh my god. Are they gonna lose to the Scratchets here, the TIE 59s?
있습니까?
Thank you.
运输队
Alright,
准备
now
就
let's
绪.
get that CV. Having just one CV on the map, especially, you know, on a map like this, is always spooky. Oh.
소대 정렬 완료.
When the infantry leave the town, you know, they immediately bunch up to one position. So if we can get them, if we can catch them with rocket pods or something like that, or even normal fire support, well, just after they leave town, that deals so much damage because they are just stacked up on top of each other. So, honestly stupid.
准备就绪.
But you know, in this case, it obviously worked out for me. Oh, they're not gonna be reloaded fast enough.
전쟁이 안 날 거라고 하더니.
You know, obviously it massively helps that, you know, we knew what we were going up against. But in general, like I said, this deck is just good against this. And this was just careless of them.
警戒周围空域. 我们已经完成战斗准备，随时可以出发. 체크리스트 오케이.
And it's an SF. I thought it was the Idol McTurnan bomb, and I was like, why would they send it? Okay.
합승을 환영합니다.
Yeah, I think now we're easily gonna stabilize.
위병수업 3부
Dude, oh, Ikla, that's what came in the robot. I really was, honestly was expecting an ATGM squad to come out of that. Not an Ikla squad. I guess maybe they came in the Scratch. There was another Scratch coming in.
체크리스트 오케이. 준비 완료. 소대 정렬 완료.
Yeah, they are the Conquerors. So they probably came in the robot. Or maybe it was just in the robot, the man pets, but... And then the other thing.
위병수업 3부.
Please tell me you got... Okay, you got hit. Now I got a chance to actually kill you with... Oh no, right, they have 5 HE, not 6 HE. But with the gun dealing... The gun the missiles just didn't connect. That's
目标
cool.
收到，警戒周围空域。
That's why it's always spooky if you circle near an air spawn, because the enemy can just fight their own ASF once you're turning away. It works a lot better on highway, where you can like circle like a good bit away to the side, where many decks, or where very often the enemy just won't have the air detection to actually spot you, especially if you're the ridiculous Rafale that has stealth as well. Those are both MiG-21 MFs, huh?
택시 타고 싶으신 분?
I think now, yeah, now they're just... It's basically GG, I think they're... what's the term? Desperate.
开门，是份快递。
I should probably get some stuff on the flanks here, and you should get in there. Let's get another Hwasong Chong, just in case. Circle you around as well. We already killed both ASFs, both MiG-29s at least. There's still MiG-25 PDs we saw last time as well, so we should expect those too. What, MiG-21 fire in there? Or is it just still remaining fire? I don't mind that you're out in the open, honestly. Yeah, we should still expect at least one cut of additional ASFs. We should also again be careful about potentially some helicopters flying around the sides. But now I can. They don't want to move them up before because I was scared of the Scratchets, just melting them if they get caught out in the open. GG. Well, yeah. Like I said, as strong as those MI-17s weren't as much damage as it dealt, that's expensive, right? So there were only those 3 Le Caperota, which, you know, did a good job. But it was kind of similar to the game on Hell, where I played 1980s Eastern Bloc. I pushed on the left, had a good position, right? But that initial stuff I had, then, you know, it was expensive. It takes a long time to reinforce as well. So I basically never reinforced. And just like in that game, my opponent also took way too long to reinforce, but also was, of course, pressured in mid. Immediately lost the MiG-21 MF in the opener. Due to Hwasong Chong's, man. I love him. I love him. Can you only take 2 cards or 3? Someone was also saying something regarding playing mech instead. I'll come back to that in a second. You can only take 2 cards. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, someone was saying, why not play mech? And I could see why you think that. All of the stuff I have in the infantry tab, I can get in mech, and I get 4 more slots, and of course veterancy. But I do lose the veterancy on my tanks. I don't get access to these 2 tanks, which I've made it very clear in recent videos that a big part of this deck is to not rely on these things, but it's of course still nice to have. But you also lose the vet, and I think the veterancy on the tanks is more useful than the veterancy and extra slots on the infantry. Yes, I do rely on Hwasong Chongs a lot. In fact, obviously they're my only AA, so extra veterancy there is nice. But it would only be really 1 step because I still get the same amount, so I can't really afford to upvet them. Although maybe I could upvet them in that case, because the difference between veteran and hardened is certainly bigger than trained and hardened. And yes, it would be nice to also be able to maybe fit in man pads on top of that, maybe some Takashasho, maybe also another card of Van Tank Fagots in a 5-pointer. Sure. But I think the veterancy on the tanks is more important, because you also have to keep in mind Red Dragon's anti-infantry, anti-tank weapons on infantry sucks ass. Simple as that, right? Shanxi 85 are mediocre at best. Tangshan Shashu are okay, but obviously they're more like anti-IFV and such. So your deck naturally relies a lot on vehicles for close range anti-tank, and while there are PTZs, none of them have really acceptable armor for you to use them in close range engagements, whereas the Type 59 ones, for 30 points, have decent armor, for example. And you have CTS with high AP. So I think the veterancy on tanks, even though I buy less tanks than infantry, I think is more useful. That's really the main, especially with the way the deck is played, that's the main difference between between the mech and armored is infantry and tank tab. There's some more potential slight difference. You might get one of might get a scene on A. Recon Helic. You know what? Let's actually just check. Mech obviously infantry, right? You get special forces, although in helicopters only. I think that's the only difference. Yeah, you still get the caution. I don't think there's anything in support. It's very rare that there's a difference between mech and armored in support. I think the only difference is that armored actually gets access to a high-end tracked artillery, such as AS-90, for example. Is the LRM still? Yeah, it's an armored. It used to be in mech, not anymore. Um, but typically, armored has the slight advantage in support. Mech typically has an advantage in recon tab as well as vehicle tab, because in those tabs they do get access to wheel stuff, whereas of course transport wise and support tab wise, virtually if not always or like exclusively never, literally never is what I mean. Yeah, I know good stuff like this. I think this might be the only thing. Is this an armored? No, it's not. Okay, so this line I would get. BGR 40A, I'm pretty sure I would get. I would get this transport, I think. Yeah, I would get this transport, which, okay, admittedly would be really nice. Um, Helicopter, I do get, in fact, the ZNA with ATGMs. That's what I was wondering. You still don't get a T190, which I very much dislike. And of course, planes are the same. And vehicle tab is almost the same. Probably get the WC 550. Well, you get the Jeeps, of course. But you don't get the WC. Am I blind? Oh, that's just mean. Do you not get? Am I just blind? No. Oh, come on, Eugene. That's just mean. What? Hold on. Well, do you get the, let's say, Jalo? For example, Jalo you get. What other high-end wheeled units are there in the vehicle tab? Obviously, AMX 10s aren't high-end. Is tank tab in mech? It is. Even this is in mech. I mean, mech. Oh, right. They essentially get like literally nothing in mech. But it's South Africa is a bit special here. Vickers is, I think, yeah, Vickers is in mech. You didn't even give Red Dragon's mech this thing here. I think almost the entire vehicle type, excluding transport, is kind of like by nature available in mechanized, just like the whole recon tab is in motorized. You didn't give them this? That's just mean, Eugen. But yeah, I have built Red Dragon's mech before. I have played them. I think it's okay. I think Red Dragon Armored has more to offer. Yeah. Honestly, definitely happy with putting this in. I just very rarely happen to buy this. It is pretty squishy. It is a good vehicle, don't get me wrong, but it is just a bit squishy. And I feel like I'm better off just spamming this thing here. Well, although it would, of course, be nice to still be able to fit this in. In any case, obviously I don't get shock squads, so town fighting is awkward. Yeah. Oh well. 30.3 HE at RPM though isn't too bad, or like 20 point even. This once again haven't really made use of this. There'll be more chances. The thing is, what else would I put in, right? Like I could put in this, but then for 5 points more, I might as well buy this. That thing has medium optics, which is nice. Could put in the T34. I think that is the other thing. Has a lower HE output, of course, if you ignore accuracy and range. Potential of 18 HE per minute versus 24 HE. But let's just do the math real quick. On the CTS, you get 0.833 HE per point, HE per minute per point. On the it's the exact same on the T34. I was afraid of that. But on the T34, you have more targets. And of course, you don't have the medium optics and you're slower, so. But you have more armor too. Against auto guns, it's kind of nice. Yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.